Hello friends, we should be fine and doing well. In today's video we are gonna discuss about one of the most important theories of management, which is called general administrative theory. So it is one of the most important theories of classical approach. We're gonna cover who developed this theory, why he developed the theory, when he developed the theory, and what does this theory discuss about. Friends, it is mentionable that this theory is developed by Henry Fayol, a French mining engineer. He was born on 1841 in Istanbul of Turkey. Later on 1847, he moved to Paris with his family. After completing his preliminary lessons in the school, he started higher education in the field of mining, and he became a mining engineer. And after graduation, he started to work with one of the most famous mining companies of France, which was called Commentary for Chambold. And he worked there for more than 30 years. He worked in different positions, and as well as he worked as managing director of the company. He had written many books. One of his famous books is called General and Industrial Management, which was published in 1916. In this book, he introduced his management theory, which is called General Administrative Theory. It is one of the most famous management theories in the history of management. It is also called Fayolism. After he introduced this theory in his book General and Industrial Management, this theory embraced among people around the world. And Mr. Fayol got the title of the father of modern management in the world. It is mentionable that Fayol management theory is focusing on general rule of management in organization. And the main difference among Fayol and Taylor theories, the main difference among Fayol and Taylor theory is that Taylor theory is focusing on first line manager and workers, but the content of Fayol theory, I mean general administrative theory, is focusing on general rule of management in the organization, or we can say that it contains all levels of management, top management, middle management, and first line managers. As well as Mr. Fayol introduced 5 important functions for management that we are going to discuss about it, and 14 principles for management in order to achieve organizational goals effectively and efficiently. So the management functions which we study today, I mean planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, for the first time these functions are defined by Mr. Fayol. So what are management functions of Fayol? Fayol introduced 5 functions for management. Number 1, planning. The second one, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling. Planning. In planning, the management is responsible to specify its goals and define a list of activities which should be done in order to achieve the predefined goals. Organizing, it means that management is responsible for allocating resources in the organization. in order to achieve organizational goals effectively and efficiently. I should say that all these management functions have been defined before in the fourth lecture. If anyone is interested and want to read in details about these functions, so he or she can listen to the fourth lecture. The third one is commanding. It means the management has the responsibility or the function of giving orders or commands to subordinates, as well as coordinating. It means the management is responsible to create coordination among different employees and workers of the organization in order to achieve organizational goals effectively and efficiently. Finally, management has the responsibility of controlling. It means management is responsible for overseeing and evaluation of the performance of employees. So management should do it, and it is one of the most important functions of management. So these 5 functions are defined by Henry Fayol for management in the organization. What are management principles? I believe that you have already heard about 14 management principles. Yes, these 14 management principles are defined by Mr. Fayol. Number 1, division of work, authority, discipline, unity of command, unity of direction, subordination of individual interest to the general interest, remuneration, centralization, scalar chain, order, equity, stability of tenure of personnel, initiative, and esprit de corps. So what are the definition or details of these principles? Let's discuss about them. Number 1, division of work. It means the management should divide work among workers and employees according to their profession and specialization. Why? Because it increases efficiency and productivity of the organization. As I said in my previous lessons, remember that all classical theories of management are focusing on efficiency maximization in the organization. Number 2, authority. It means the management or the manager should have the authority to give orders to subordinates in order to get organizational goals effectively and efficiently. The third one, discipline. It means there should be predefined and specific rules in the organization, and all employees, including top level management, middle level management, lower level management, and workers, all employees should obey and respect those rules. Number 4, unity of command. It means there should be only one superior for an employee, or an employee should get order just from one superior, not many. The 5th one, unity of direction. Unity of direction means that there should be a single general plan or strategic plan for the organization, that all departments or sections of the organization should follow that plan, and they all should have the same direction as a whole. The sixth one is subordination of individual interest to the general interest. It means individual interests or goals of employees should obey the general interests of the organization. It is one of the principles that Mr. Fayol defined for management. The seventh principle is remuneration. What does it mean? It means that there should be a fair wage or compensation system in the organization, which should be able to give wages for workers according to their services, according to their activities or struggles. In short, we can say that there should be a fair wage system in the organization. And the eighth one, or principle number 8, is centralization. It means the degree of involvement of subordinates in the process of decision making should be specified in the organization. So the management should specify whether subordinates are involved in the decision making process or not. If they are involved, it should be specified that how much or the degree to which subordinates are involved in the decision making should be specified by the management. It is important from the viewpoint of Mr. Fayol. Number 9, scalar chain. Scalar chain. It refers to the line of authority from top management to low management in the organization. Yes, it is obvious and it is important that the division of authority in the organization should be specified. Number 10, order. Order means that all resources, including human resources, physical resources, financial resources, all resources should be arranged in the right place at the right time in order to achieve organizational goals effectively and efficiently. The next principle is equity. Equity means that managers should behave equally with all subordinates, and they should be kind with their subordinates or employees. Stability of tenure of personnel. Principle number 12. It means that there should be a predefined plan for personnel, or we can say personnel planning. The organization should have personnel planning because it makes sure that there is enough number of individuals or candidates in order to fill job vacancies in the organization at the right time. Number 13, initiative. It means the management should pave the ground for employees who like initiatives and creativity, as well as the management should motivate them. So finally, the last principle is spread the corps. It means the management should motivate team spirit within the organization because it helps the organization to increase harmony and unity, which can result in higher efficiency and productivity in the organization. So friends, it was all about general administrative theory of management. I hope you got it, and do not forget that to share your comments and questions with us, as well as remember that our next video is about bureaucracy theory of management, which is defined by German sociologist Max Weber, and it is one of the most important theories of classical approach, which we will discuss about it in the next video. So goodbye and see you soon.